In shadows of history, some secrets are too dangerous to remember. What you're about to discover was deliberately erased from every history book, every museum, every classroom. But the stones themselves, they remember everything. December 15th, 1945. A British archaeologist working in the Cairo Museum makes a discovery that will haunt him for the rest of his life. Hidden behind a false wall, he finds a collection of papyrus scrolls, ancient texts that speak of the keepers of the sacred design, a secret brotherhood of master builders. Within hours, mysterious men in dark suits arrive. The scrolls vanish. The archaeologist is found dead 3 days later. Official cause: heart failure. He was 34 years old. But before they silenced him forever, he hid copies. For 4,500 years, we've been told a simple story. Thousands of workers, basic tools, incredible determination. But what if everything we've been taught is a carefully constructed lie? What if the pyramids weren't just tombs, but something far more extraordinary? Drop your comments if you're ready to learn the truth they don't want you to know. Every year, millions of people visit the pyramids. They take their photos by their souvenirs and leave believing they've seen one of humanity's greatest achievements. But they're standing on top of the greatest cover-up in human history. Because beneath their feet lies a network of tunnels and chambers that officially don't exist. In 1978, Egyptian authorities sealed these passages. No explanation, no public announcement. The question is, what did they find down there? Let me paint you a picture of what really happened 4,500 years ago. Picture the Nile Delta as it was then. Lush, green, teeming with life. The pyramids rising from a landscape like mountains built by gods. The official story tells us 20,000 workers lived in a sprawling city of mud brick houses. They were fed meat and bread, treated well, honored in death. And this part is true. We have the evidence. The bakeries, the dormitories, the cemetery where they were buried with respect. But hidden among the everyday graffiti left by these workers, archaeologists found something that shouldn't exist. Symbols that match no known Egyptian writing system. Symbols that seem to encode mathematical formulas millennia ahead of their time. And when modern computers finally decoded these symbols, the results were impossible. His name was Himiunu. History remembers him as Pharaoh Khufu's chief architect. A brilliant man, certainly, but just a man. That was the story until 2019, when researchers made a discovery that changed everything. Using advanced 3D scanning technology, they mapped every inch of Himiunu's tomb. What they found defied explanation. The tomb's internal structure is a perfect scale model of the Great Pyramid's chambers. Not approximately, perfectly. The angles, the proportions, the positioning of each chamber, they match with mathematical precision that would be challenging even today. But it gets stranger. Himiunu's tomb contains a shaft that points directly at Thubin, the pole star of 2600 BC. The same star the pyramid's shaft targets. Coincidence? Or was Himiunu part of something much larger than history admits? In 2017, an international team of physicists did something unprecedented. They used cosmic rays to see inside the Great Pyramid. Cosmic ray muons, subatomic particles from space, can penetrate solid rock. By detecting how these particles scatter, scientists can map hidden spaces. What they found was a void, massive, 30 meters long, hidden above the Grand Gallery for 4,500 years. A space large enough to hold secrets that could rewrite history. The Egyptian government's response: it's probably just a construction gap. Nothing significant. A construction gap, 30 meters long, precisely positioned in humanity's most precisely built structure. But leaked internal communications tell a different story. References to artifacts requiring further study and implications for established chronology. What could be so dangerous that it requires a cover-up spanning decades? March 2024. Construction workers in Cairo break through into something that shouldn't exist. A tunnel, ancient, carved from solid bedrock, leading directly toward the Giza plateau. This is leaked footage from inside that tunnel system, obtained before authorities sealed the entrance. The walls are covered in the same mysterious symbols found in the workers' village, the same ones in Himeyunu's tomb. But down here, there are thousands of them, and when decoded, they reveal something extraordinary. Astronomical calculations predicting celestial events thousands of years in the future. Mathematical formulas that wouldn't be discovered until the modern era. And blueprints. Detailed construction plans not just for the pyramids we know, but for structures that were never built. Or were they? Picture this, a secret society of master builders operating in the shadows of pharaonic Egypt. Not ordinary architects, but keepers of advanced knowledge. Mathematics, astronomy, engineering techniques passed down through sacred rituals. They encoded their secrets in stone, in symbols, in the very geometry of their monuments. But what if they didn't disappear? What if this society continued, generation after generation, guarding their ancient knowledge? Look at the world's greatest architectural achievements. The same mathematical principles, the same astronomical alignments, the same hidden symbols. From the Gothic cathedrals of Europe to the skyscrapers of modern cities, the fingerprints of this ancient knowledge are everywhere. They're still out there, still building, still hiding in plain sight. So why don't we know about this? Why isn't this taught in schools, displayed in museums, discussed by mainstream archaeologists? Follow the money. Egypt's tourism industry generates $13 billion annually. The narrative of primitive ancients achieving impossible feats through sheer determination, that's what sells tickets. But there's something deeper at work. Academic careers built on established timelines. Reputations staked on conventional wisdom. Research that challenges the narrative gets buried. Funding disappears. Careers end. There are things we found that would terrify the public, admits one anonymous archaeologist. Evidence of technologies we still don't understand. And it's not just Egypt. From Peru to Cambodia, from Easter Island to Stonehenge, the same pattern of suppression, the same official silence. The question isn't what they found. The question is, what are they so afraid of us learning? Remember those scrolls from 1945? The ones that cost a man his life. Using advanced digital archaeology, researchers have reconstructed fragments of those lost documents. They speak of the Great Work, a project spanning millennia. The pyramids weren't the end, they were just the beginning. A global network of monuments, all connected by mathematics, all built according to the same hidden principles. And according to these texts, the final phase is happening now, in our lifetime. The builders are ready to reveal themselves. The truth is out there, carved in stone, hidden in plain sight. If you believe there's more to history than what we've been told, tap that like button. It costs you nothing, but it helps this channel grow and reach more truth seekers like you. Subscribe now, not just to watch, but to join a growing movement of truth seekers from every corner of the world. We want to hear from you. What ancient mystery do you think is being hidden in plain sight? Tell us in the comments. Your idea could be the next episode we investigate. Until then, stay curious, stay skeptical, and most of all, keep looking up. because the answers have always been written in the stars.